Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. This is Dalek451, the new Dalek Emperor. How are you all doing out there today? Well, I felt like, doing this little, I don't know how long this stream's going to be. I felt like doing it since it was, well, it's as the title says, it's the end of the last day of March. It's the end of the month, and just wondering how's everyone just want to ask everybody, how's the month been treating you? Just you, how's it been treating you personally? So it's like, what's been the hype? What's been your hype? What's been the high point of your month? What's been the low point of your month? Not sure. I mean, as for me, it's been. I suppose not that much has happened. Not that with me personally this month. I've been just been feeling going through pretty much the usual kind of thing, I suppose. I've been I've been watching some. I suppose I've been watching some interesting programs. I'm now very close to getting every achievement or trophy you can get, on the PlayStation version of Hogwarts Legacy. I've only got like 2 trophies left of that. I've got all the collectibles to get. I've got to do all the Merlin trials. Obviously anyone who's not played the game or doesn't know anything about the game would know what I'm talking about. Basically, Merlin. Basically, those are little challenges you can do throughout the whole world of the game. And let me just say hello in the chat to Hakeem, who showed up here first. And I suppose I should say, very sorry. Apologies for the very late start. But then again, that's kind of the usual thing with my channel, isn't it? I always seem to start late. And hello to my good friend BK Dan. Great to see you. How you doing? I guess how's March been treating you? Would you like to come up, Dan? Because if you'd like, just ask, and I'll send an invite to you. I'll send an invite to you privately. Yeah. In fact, why don't I do that right now? If you're able to join me, of course, Dan. I'd love to come up, send invite. Yes. All right. Sure. I'll send it. Which would you prefer send it to through Twitter or Discord? I'll just send it to you. All right, Okay, what? Don't care. I'm okay. Which? All right. Well, I just sent it. Well, I just sent it to you through Discord. So they. Hmm. What else can I say about March? I suppose I've been. I've. I suppose we can say is I've been on a bit of an. I've gone a little mad with ordering in food when really I should go. I know I should be going to go and buy it. Um, I'll tell you this much. I'll tell you this much. There's definitely a lot of things I've fallen very much behind in, and that's not just over. That's not just over this month, but over the last few months really. And already got my first guest for the stream. Hello to BK Dan. How you doing?
Oh, not too bad. How about yourself?
Could be better, could be worse. I guess not too bad.
Oh, I definitely hear you and feel you about ordering too much online for food. I did that way too much last month.
I mean, I mean, literally just this week alone, I've been ordering stuff. Like I've been ordering sandwiches from this little local local place. And yesterday I did the usual thing of ordering a big pizza. That's something I usually do, but recently it's been branched. That's how it was for a while. Just order a big pizza every week, but now it's branching out and it's getting more often, and like it's branched into other things that I can. Like I've just been, if I'm I can I'm just instead of ordering in big takeaway meals, I'm now ordering in small lunches, like I just said, sandwiches and crisps and that kind of thing. Well, crisps is what you or potato chips as you'd call them.
I translate in my head.
But
I translate in my head on that one. Thank you though.
So
yeah, I've been ordering way too much myself. Mostly Chinese. Yeah, I love General Tso's.
I'm not much of a fan of Chinese myself. And that's Chinese food. YouTube Chinese food. I'm talking about.
I like General Tso's myself, so yeah, and boneless ribs. And teriyaki chicken and teriyaki beef.
I do like things like more. I do like more exotic things, like I like. Wait, do they count as exotic? Do curries count as exotic? Or
curry?
Yeah, curries. Like
CURY.
Yeah, them.
That's I think that's Indian. I think it is.
Yeah, most people think of them as Indian. Yeah.
Yeah, Indian food. Yeah, curry is Indian food. I think.
I mean, on that. I mean, at least on that, I actually get. I remember to get them regularly because not by buying them, or mom actually does homemade curries every so often.
You mentioned that, yeah. I remember you mentioned that about 2 months ago or so.
Oh, right.
I remember.
Because it just shows how exciting my life is when I keep repeating the same things over and over again. Because really, I don't get around to doing much these days, which for me is a.
Neither do I. Except the last weekend. Sorry.
Which for me is a real problem.
Yeah.
Because I've got a ton of. I keep saying over and over again, I've got a ton of stuff I either need / want to do. I've got my writing to do. I've got I've got a ridiculously long list of shows I want to watch, but never. But do I get around to watching any of them? No.
You're not the only one in this conversation that's like
To
that.
want. I mean, like, recently I've actually been. I mean, whatever. Now, this is now regardless of however you feel about them. I actually recently resubscribed to Disney Plus.
Okay.
Yeah,
Excellent Star Wars products there too. Excellent. In my opinion, seriously, Mandalorian has taken a step up this season.
Has it? Because
yes, in my opinion, anyway.
I haven't watched any of the third season of Mando yet, but I have been. I mean, I've actually been watching like the stuff I've been watching on it this week. Recently, I've been watching. I've been watching Nat Geo documentaries.
Okay. Does Jeff Goldblum do any of them over there?
I think he does. Yeah. I think there's like a series on it literally called The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that, but I'm not into those shows myself. But I remember hearing about them. I do mostly Marvel and Star Wars on Disney.
Yeah, I've lost all.
Myself. I know you've lost a lot on Marvel, but
I've lost all interest in Marvel, but honestly, I'm not that fussed about Star Wars about Star Wars anymore either. But I mean, maybe I'll check out. Maybe I'll check out the third season of The Mandalorian once it's finished, so I can just watch all of it in one, just binge watch all of it.
That's like 3 or 4 more weeks. Yeah, 3 or 4 more weeks. Book of Boba Fett is not a requirement for the third season, but it helps to get some of the backstory for third season.
Well, as you might remember, I've already seen Book of Boba Fett. In fact,
sorry, I was born a blonde. Sometimes I forget.
If you remember, you were. I didn't just watch it. I reviewed it. If you remember, and you were actually here.
I was here for a couple of those. Yeah, I was here for a couple of them. Yeah, I was born a blonde. Okay, I'm not anymore, but I was born a blonde. I was born a blonde, but I'm brunette now. I got better.
And also we got a new got someone else in the chat. Hello to Moises. Hi Moises, how you doing?
Hello Moises.
You want to come up and join us, Moises? I'll send you a link if you do. Because recently I've decided to kind of change the policy a little bit of my channel concerning invites. I don't think I'm gonna post it in the chat anymore. I'm just gonna privately send invites to those who ask for one. You know.
That could be a good idea to control the flow better and the conversation.
I've been busy with my. I understand. Okay, I understand, Moises.
Priorities. Moises got priorities. Yeah.
He does. Yeah.
Moises has priorities.
But I mean, really, when it comes to Disney Plus, I gotta say, the stuff on there I actually want to see is just. Well, mostly older Disney stuff, or
the library, the huge library.
Yeah, like the older animated movies, the older TV shows from my childhood, which I still love those shows despite everything. like so yeah, so yeah, there is that, and there's also some of the and if you live out, also if you live here in the UK, there's or at least outside the US, you get the Star stuff as well. Like
we get a lot of that too, but it's on Hulu.
That's right.
Hulu's here in the US, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if you want to, and that Star is the Star is essentially what you can watch. It's essentially what you can watch on Hulu in the States.
Yeah,
but it's all part of Disney Plus outside the States.
Oh my God! I gotta tell you something on Hulu. I have no idea if you can get it or if you can get it on Disney Plus Star. Oh my God! History of the World Part 2.
History of the World Part 2.
Yes, Mel Brooks.
I'm not sure. I don't know if it's there or not. I mean, let me.
It's on Hulu. I don't know if it's on Star in the UK.
It might be. Hang on. Let me.
Yeah.
I've actually got Disney Plus up on my iPad next to me. I'm gonna take a quick look.
Okay.
History.
Yeah.
Musical History of the World.
Part 2.
Okay, I'm typing in the name here, but it isn't.
That's coming up.
It's not. All I'm getting is some. No, it's not here, and all I'm getting is it's just a few National Geographic stuff. I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it's on Star somewhere else. It's not. I mean, I could do. I mean, I know. I'm gonna try and. I'm gonna quickly try. I mean, sorry about this, folks. I'm just gonna quickly try something here. Let's see.
I'm checking Google right now. I typed in "where can I watch History of the World Part 2 in UK." See what comes up.
I mean, really. I mean, if it's not part of Star, I mean, there is another service I can think of. It might be part of. There's a service over here called Now. It might be on that.
Okay.
Let's see.
I have no idea where to watch it. So outside the US, I have no idea.
Let's do this. Okay, let's do this properly. Actually, let's see. Watch History of the World. History of the World Part 2. Here we go. Okay. Okay, I typed watch History of the World Part 2 into Google, and the first result it actually gave me actually is Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's what I just got too.
Then the next one's Hulu.
Right.
And the next one's, let's see. No, this content is currently not available in your region. Ugh.
Yeah, that's what I just got too. So it says Disney Plus UK. Is what I got on TV tonight. Their website. They said it's on Disney Plus UK.
It says it is?
Yeah, that's what the website on TV tonight says.
I mean, it's on TV. So it's right. So it's.
I'll put that website in the private chat so you can get the link to that website I found.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Let's have a look. And switch. Okay. Yeah. It's set. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It does. It does say it's come. Why to watch this? Okay. Yeah. It does say Disney Plus UK. So.
Yeah.
So it's a bit odd to me. It's not. I just looked. It's not. And it's not there.
Right.
Oh, get out of the way.
Ads.
No.
Ads pop up.
Something like that popped up. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm confused. I don't. It says it's there, but it's not. But then it says it's not there.
Right. That's weird. You got to find a way to watch it. It is effing hilarious. I very seldom say that, but it is effing hilarious. If you like Mel Brooks, you will love. It's a series. It's a 10 episode series. They're like 35, 40 minutes episodes, 35, 40 minutes apiece. Yeah.
Maybe it's not. Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe it's. I don't know. Maybe it's. Maybe don't. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not out yet here, and it's coming to Disney Plus here.
I have no idea.
But again, I just like I said, I type it into the search on Disney Plus, and it doesn't come up.
Right. That's weird. That is really weird. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry you don't have access to it.
It doesn't matter.
I actually got out and did something last weekend. I think you saw it in chat the other day on Potatoes stream. I think it was a video game stream. Last weekend. Last weekend.
Game stream last weekend.
Like 7 days ago. Yeah.
Was this on? Right. With the. Oh right, when I was that's right. When we were talking about video games, right? Yeah, that stream we did last week. Yeah.
I think we're
gonna continue. We're probably gonna continue that tonight. We're gonna do a part 2 of that, or at least that's what Revan's planning to do.
Okay. I should be able to jump in the chat on that one.
So what did you? So you did. So you say you did something. You did something last week.
I got out Thursday to Sunday. I was about 130 miles away in Boston, Massachusetts, and it was Dungeons and Dragons Con.
You went what? Okay.
Yeah, it was Dungeons and Dragons Con.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Thursday
to Sunday it ran. Yep. A buddy of mine and I, we had a hotel room. That was about 20-ish minutes away by walk. So really not that far. And yeah, it was awesome.
So it was in walking distance of you. this con?
Well, we went to Boston, and it was about 130 miles away, and we stayed Thursday to Saturday night / Sunday morning, and we checked out Sunday of the hotel, went to the con on Sunday during day, and we left at 2:00 in the afternoon instead of paying for an extra night on Sunday. Yeah.
Right.
And we stored everything in his car from the hotel on Sunday morning. So, yeah. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. So 3 nights. 3 nights and basically 5 days. We truly sort of cheated the system. It was good stuff.
Well, it's just over. Well, I'm surprised you. Well, I'm glad to hear you had a good time. It's just that what I've been hearing about Dungeons and Dragons recently. It's like whoa, they've gone way off the deep end. It's like, but
on a lot of things, yes, but a lot of the con was mostly people gathering to play, except for Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. There was a live action game that we saw. There had to be about 3,000 people in that room. Oh wow!
I mean, it's like I don't really know much about Dungeons and Dragons, and it's not. I've never played it myself. I've never I've never gotten anything or done anything to do with it. I've always had my own. I've always had my own things I was interested in. Dungeons and Dragons was just never one of them. I'm not sure why. I just never that interested in it.
Fair enough. To each their own.
For me growing up, the main main things for me were things like big thing was, I guess one was Pokemon, and another was Yu-Gi-Oh, and then there were then when I was a kid, we used to play little board games with the family, like sometimes whenever we went away, we would take this whole little pack of little miniature board games that we could all play together, and we played things like we had this little we had things like Scrabble, Monopoly. I think we had Monopoly. We had we had Cluedo as well. This little miniature Cluedo game.
Okay. I love Clue. Which is another good one. Clue.
Oh, that's right. It's just called Clue where you are you're from. Over here it's called Cluedo. Yeah. It's got the O on the end. Cluedo.
That I know too. There's a few interesting facts that I know that are useless to me, but yeah, that I know too. Useless facts that I know.
So, have you ever? Oh man, one game I remember. Have you ever played Mousetrap?
I loved the crap out of that when I was like 12 years old.
You remember the board game Mousetrap?
It took about 35 minutes to put it together, but yes, I remember it. To put all the traps together, yeah.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. Well, you weren't like built. Well, the whole point of it was you weren't building like lots of little traps. You were building one big trap for the map for the other player's mice.
Took about 35 minutes for me to put it together. Me and my brother put it together. My brother, who's like 3.5 years younger than me. Yeah. You see, I'm the old part. I was the firstborn. I'm the old part. And my brother's 3.5 years younger, so. Oh man. So my brother was born in Roswell, New Mexico. What do you know about Roswell, New Mexico?
Parf. Not much.
Okay.
I mean, apart
from. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, everyone's heard of. I mean, of course, everyone's heard of the everyone's heard of the Roswell alien UFO crash. Everyone's heard of that.
That's the town he was born in, Roswell, New Mexico.
And he was actually born in Roswell.
Yes. October 27th, right before Halloween.
Right.
Yeah. And he's got ginormous ears. He's got ginormous ears too. Huge ears. He used to joke a lot as a kid. He said, "You know, the aliens are going to come and get me eventually, take me away from the idiots." Yeah. The aliens are going to come back and get me. He'd say. Yeah. My mother, my father, and my second brother and I were all born up here in southeastern Connecticut, western Rhode Island. Sean, my next younger, was born in Roswell, New Mexico, almost 2,000 miles away. He was the oddball. He was the oddball.
Well, yeah. Well, we've lived. I can't exactly boast something like that because me and my brother, we were basically born and lived our whole lives in almost kind of the same small area of England because I think we were probably both born in the same hospital even.
I would guesstimate about 30 miles from where I was born is where I lived most of my life, and that's where I live now. So I didn't go too far. I didn't go too far overall. About 30 miles.
Again, we pretty much lived in the same basic area our whole lives because the house we live in now and the house where we used to live, they're not that far apart. Literally just a few miles.
Okay. The house I grew up in from when I was 4 until I was 28 is about 4 or 5 miles from here. Which is sad because I didn't go too far. I didn't go too far. Most people here in the States branch out and really go far, you know? Different parts of the country and whatnot, but I didn't go too far. My friend Ann, that I've known since 3rd grade, she moved to the middle of the country when she was in high school, and she came back. Yeah.
Well, right, I see. Good. Okay, quick question for you, Dan. Which stream? Like, back to streaming services for just a moment.
Yep.
Which ones do you actually subscribe to right now?
Are you ready for the list? There's a list of there's a list involved.
Really?
I don't mean one or two.
I'm guessing a very long list.
Okay.
Because I know
HBO Max.
Right.
HBO Max. Sling Blue and Orange. Paramount Plus. Hulu. What else? Disney Plus. What else? Oh, Peacock.
Not Peacock.
There's one more, but I can't remember what it is. Yeah, I can't remember it now.
That's the thing with these. That's the thing with these streamers. There's so damn many of them. There's just so many of them.
Oh yeah. You're like preaching to the choir. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I got a random thought. I gotta figure out.
The main ones I'm subscribed. When it comes down to the main ones I'm subscribed to, Disney Plus, obviously, Netflix, Prime Video. There's also, and I've also got
Prime Video. That's the other one. Sorry, Prime, Amazon Prime.
Amazon, yeah, which is which I suppose technically I should say I've got a Prime membership. You know, I've got just subscribe to Amazon Prime in general. Which is because at least with Amazon it's a little more worth it because you're getting all the benefits of Prime, not just a streaming service like with everything else.
Yeah.
And another one I'm subbed to is BreadBox, and there's also a few few local ones I might use from time to time. There's the BBC iPlayer, of course, which I don't use it often, but I sometimes use it. And there's also the one for ITV. There's also the one for ITV. Which is
sorry.
And
I just ran some numbers about how much I'm paying per month on streaming services.
Right.
I just ran. Oh my god. I pay a little too much for streaming services. Let's just say that.
And well, in my case, you could probably say it's not just streaming services. It's also payments for other things as well, like more recently, I recently got a PlayStation 5, and one of the things
PlayStation Plus Premium.
PlayStation Plus, premium.
Yeah,
I got that. One of the things as soon as I got the PS5 one of the main reasons I got it was to stream with it.
Join the online streams, yeah.
Was to join stream with Potato Revan and Rick Hell and whoever else for online gaming streams to across each of our channels and it turns out one of the key things I needed for that to do that was PlayStation Plus. So and I thought and as soon as I looked up the prices for that and and then, excuse me. As soon as I looked up,
how much it was.
As soon as I looked up the prices for each for each level of it, and I thought, and then I saw when I found out that I could actually do it, I could actually get it. I could do an annual payment of it.
Yeah.
Because quite frankly, quite frankly, if you're gonna be paying monthly for something, for one of these services is one thing, is fine if you just want to do it infrequently, but like if you just want to get a month's worth of it to watch a specific show, then get rid of it immediately, that's one thing. But if you want to like subscribe to something, to a service long term, I think the better thing to do would just to get to do it annually. Get it.
Hey, you dirty potato.
Oh, speak of the devil.
That's what I saw. Hey, dorks. Yeah.
Hey, you big potato.
You dirty potato. It's dirty potato. Yeah. All potatoes are dirty.
So yeah, like I was saying, I think if you're gonna pay for something you're gonna use long term, I think it's better to actually just go straight for the annual payment, because then you pay a lump sum, and then you get a year's worth of it, and then you can just forget about it till the next payment. So that's what I did.
Also,
that's what I did.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you. Sorry.
So that's what I did with PS Plus. I paid for it for a year. I got the annual payment of the annual subscription. So sorry I interrupted you. You were saying, Dan? Oh no.
That's to you. That's to you. That's not to me. No stream tonight, dog. His dog is sick. No stream tonight.
Oh no.
Oh, his doggo is sicko.
Oh no. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that, Revan. That's awful.
Oh. Hope your dog recovers soon, Seriously, dude. Seriously. I hope so. I really do.
But yeah, so do I. That's sad.
Oh, wait. Trash can was to you, old fuck was to me. Okay, that's it. I just realized that. Because he's separated with
calling me the trash can. He's calling you the old F.
Yeah. Because he put the commas there. I was like, okay. It's two separate people. Okay, yeah, okay. Sorry, I finally saw the commas. So overall, potato, I'm doing pretty good. Last weekend I was up in Boston. I'm sure you saw that in the chat during the video game stream, during the favorite video game stream last weekend, and this weekend I'm gonna be busy as hell. Sorry, from like 7 o'clock, 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern until about midnight.
Oh dear. She's been up all night vomiting. She got to a high dose worm. Oh man, that's horrible. Poor doggy.
Hope she comes through okay. Yeah. Hopefully she comes through okay. Yeah.
And
because it was a pill. Sorry, because it was a pill. It's probably gonna like go through her system, but and she'll recover. But yeah, I hope her the best. Seriously. Sorry.
And I hope we get. And it's a shame. Also, it's a shame the video game stream is off. But I hope we get to do that next week, Revan. And Moises says he's back. Hey, Moises.
How you doing? You free yet, Moises?
Yeah, you free to come up. You free to get up here, Moises.
We need a third voice. Come on.
I mean,
yeah, that's good, Potato. That's good. Yeah.
Let's see. As Revan says, she'll be fine. She'll. Why do I feel like there's? Why am I getting the feeling there's like a bit more of a delay between the YouTube and StreamYard than more than usual?
I don't know. I only got the StreamYard side open, so.
Anyway, she'll be fine. Just got to work through, so spoke to vet, and she'll be fine. Oh, that's good. Yep. Next Friday. Okay, fine. Okay, good. Next Friday. Looking forward to it. And Melissa says, maybe I'm done with her. Oh, okay. And oh, right.
Which was Chris Chan?
Don't ask. Seriously, don't ask.
Okay, fair enough.
And then Revan, Hakeem's back. Hey guys, sorry to hear about your dog, Revan. Yeah, we're all here to sorry about his dog. Yeah, but at least she'll be. Sounds like she'll be okay.
Yeah, she just has to work through it. The vet said, yeah. Which is what I was saying too. So I'm just agreeing with the vet. Yeah. The vet said it first, but I'm agreeing with him. Yeah.
All right. Oh, looks. Thanks for that, Jill. Oh, sorry, something on. Just saw an alert from Twitter that's saying the anti-derivative Jill. She put a like on my tweet for this stream. Thanks, Jill. So yeah, so anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I was saying I personally think as long as it's not too much, paying annually for something is better than paying monthly.
Well, for most people, yes, but not for me. For me, I'd rather pay monthly. That way, I know that it's going to come out the money. But if I do it yearly, I will. Knowing me, I will forget, and I will have more money out of my account than. So if it's $100, the next installment's $100. I might only have $70 in my account because I forgot to leave $100 in there.
All right, fair enough. I mean, if you like I said, if you don't, like if you just want to use a service infrequently, paying monthly is fine, but if you really want to do it long term, subscribe to it long term, go annual. I'm just saying. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I subscribe long term myself too. It's just, as I said with me, I would mess up. I would mess up hardcore.
But I can get what you're saying. If you really want to keep track of your finances, then monthly's probably the better option for you.
Yeah, it is for me. Yeah, it is for me anyway. Yeah.
Also, as Revan says, thanks, Hakeem. Melissa says, also tomorrow is April Fool's. Yeah, it is. Tomorrow's the 1st of April. That's what, and that's the title of this stream says. End of the month. That's so it's just saw it. I just saw it. It's the end of March, last day of March. So I thought, well, I'll do this stream. How is March? Pose this question for everybody. How is March gone for you? How's this month treated you?
I already answered myself, so it's up to you guys now in the chat. The three of you in the chat, it's up to you three now.
It's FYI, I don't do April Fools. Fair enough. Miss, I need to do monthly. I have too much leaving. I need to do monthly as I have too much leaving a week.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And Moises says, "Good, good, I guess." So
yeah.
So are you free? So Moises, again, are you free? Are you? Would you like to come up and join us? Because if you do, I'll send you an invite.
Come on. We need a third voice.
Anyway, and okay, I need something else to talk about.
I'm here for anything.
Hmm.
Except Star Trek. Don't talk about Star Trek.
Oh, I've heard.
No.
Yeah, I've heard. I've kind of heard the bad news involving that. It's like the guy who destroyed had his license renewed or whatever, meaning he's gonna be for several. Meaning the franchise is gonna be in his hands like for several more years.
There's a brand new show he's gonna be doing. It's gonna come out in February 24 also. Awesome, Potato. Awesome on both of you. All three. Sorry.
And it's was it good for me? Booked a weekend away with a friend. Oh, that's nice. I can walk again. Oh, great. Like hips better, but bad news. Oh, that's on the CW. Oh, is it? That explains a lot. That explains it.
What's on the CW? What's on the CW?
I think he's talking about maybe that Star Trek show you mentioned.
I don't think any Star Trek is on CW.
No, it normally no. It as far as I know, it isn't because I've never. I mean, the only way I can watch anything from the CW is, well, I think. Well, I don't know why I'd want to, but I think. I think at least one of the shows was actually shown on the BBC here. I think it was like that Superman and Lois show was actually shown. I think that was shown on the BBC here.
I typed Star Trek into the CW, the website, and nothing came up.
First, Revan set is confirmed. So Paramount, in conjunction with CW, is Starfleet Academy. Oh God.
Yeah, it's February 2024. Yeah.
I mean, Starfleet Academy. We all know what that's gonna be. It's not gonna be exploring space. It's gonna be high school teen drama, soap opera drama. Blah.
Not quite high school, but yeah.
Okay, I mean, okay, maybe not. Okay, not high school technically. I mean, because Starfleet Academy, it's not really a high school. I mean, it's more like college, I suppose. Yeah. College.
Yeah. University over there, college over here. Yep.
So, and Rep Hakim says the only shows I used to watch on CW was Smallville. And said, wait, Smallville was a CW show?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I mean, I've heard. I mean, I knew. Oh man, they used to show that on. They used to show that on E4 all the time over here, Smallville. I kept seeing. I never used to watch TV back in the day. I kept seeing, keep seeing out Smallville, and I was like, and that always confused because I didn't know that as much about DC as I do now, but I didn't realize fully realize back then that was actually connected to Superman. That was like Smallville was the town where young Clark Kent grew up.
Yep. Listen, I gotta step away for about 3 minutes. Okay.
Okay, Dan.
I shall return.
Okay. Well, it's just Well, it looks like it's just me for while he's gone. So let's have a look at the rest of the chat. So, and wait on. Moisey says, "Yes, I am." You might need to go to the bathroom first. Okay, sure. You do that, Moises. Hakeem says, the only shows he's... Oh, I already read that one. Dude who did Picard Season 3 is getting his own show. People want to show USS Titan or Enterprise show. Yeah. And we already have Lower Decks, so no need for that show. Yeah, Lower Decks was... Lower Decks was utter trash. And I've only seen the first episode. I watched the first episode of Lower Decks under protest. I really didn't want to see it, but I was forced to, and I absolutely hated it. It was awful. It was everything I hate. I absolutely cannot stand about modern so-called adult animated comedies. It was everything I can't stand about it. It was loud. It was obnoxious. It was ridiculously immature. Our main character was just who was supposed to root for. She was a complete jerk. She was horrible. And she would not shut her freaking mouth. And that was just the first episode. Just the first episode, and I couldn't take any more. Teen drama, more like teen trauma. Yeah, exactly. And I'd come on, but my tablet has no headphone jack. Oh, okay, I understood, Revan. I'm back. You're back. Listen to the link. Okay. Dumber Rick and Morty. Yeah. But well, then again, I've never really watched Rick and Morty either because again, that just looks like, I mean, that's just it, isn't it? Every so-called adult animated comedy, it all looks and sounds and feels like either like Rick and Morty or a bad ripoff of Family Guy, and it's all garbage. It's all loud, obnoxious, immature garbage full of which depends on nothing. The only type of humor in it is all shock humor, shock and gross out humor, and I hate shock and gross out humor because there's no nuance or subtlety to it at all. It's just in your face all the time, and it never ends. Oh my god. And every freaking show, every single animated so-called animated adult show, they're all exactly the same. They're all like that. It's awful. The last episode of season 1 was good, but for the majority it was stupid. Yeah. Harley Quinn is the best. Harley Quinn, Revan. I've seen like the first two seasons of that, and yeah, it was exactly as I've described what I've been describing. It was loud, obnoxious, in your face. Everything has to be shocking. Everything has to be absurd. Everything has to be, or it has to be discussed. Has to gross you out, or it just has to. Or just, it's just too much. My hunting dog began to lose his shit. Well, I guess he is a Lower Deck fan. Yeah. Yes, Moises, I think he is. He usually does this. And anyway, sorry, hang on, Moises. I'm going to send you the link. Hang on. Okay, all right, Melissa. I sent you the link through Discord. The Discord. So come up, free to come up anytime. And you liked Harley Quinn. I don't watch it, but my sister did. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Sorry about the rant, everybody, but this is something I had to let out because I just keep seeing this kind of stuff, this kind of in your face shock and gross out shock humor over and over, and it's so tiring. I mean, you'd think an adult and a show meant to be for adults would actually be adult, but it never is. It's all the humor in it is always it's always lowbrow. It's always immature. It's always just the most just like the lowest of low.
Sorry about that. My neighbor came over, and we were jabbering for a couple minutes.
Welcome back, Dan. And Hakeem said, "What I hate about Harley Quinn is that every guy on the show is an idiot, including Batman." Yeah, you got that. You got that right.
The Harley Quinn show. I've still seen the Harley Quinn show myself. I haven't seen it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why I watched as much of the show as I did, because I watched quite a bit of it. I watched like the first 2 seasons of it, and by the end, I'm just like, and by the end of the second season, it's like, why did I bother watching this? It's exactly they turned Batman into just an overgrown child.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, not what you said. What potato typed.
Trying to get a friend to cosplay as Harley Quinn. Rolf.
We're all floor laughing.
Oh, right. I didn't know what that meant. She bonked my head with a pillow. So that's a no.
That's what I was laughing at. That's all I was laughing at. Yeah. Now we got her potato type. Yeah.
And we got our second guest for this stream. Hi, Moses.
Hello.
Hello.
The Brony Bachelor?
Well, it's something that I came up with.
Hey, gotta do you know? Gotta do you.
The thing is, you're not. But the thing is, you're not a bachelor. You're married.
Well, guess I need to update this. Maybe later.
So I haven't talked to you to spell. How you been?
Doing good.
That's good. That's good.
Although I did hear that Jack in the Box is now selling their popcorn chickens again. It was like yesterday, if you ask me.
Wait, who's selling their popcorn chicken?
Jack in the Box.
Never heard of them.
It's a chain over here.
Oh,
it's on the West Coast. It's on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast, so.
Yeah.
It's a chain only on the West Coast of the States, is it?
Pretty much on the West. Pretty much just on the West Coast, yeah.
Right.
Probably. I actually thought it was across America.
No, it's not.
It's definitely not here, because I've never heard of it.
I've heard of it because I have a lot of friends out west, and a couple of friends in Las Vegas, also, and they have Jack in the Box over there.
Although,
I mean, of course, I mean, over here you do have plenty of American chains. You have Pizza Hut, you have Burger King, McDonald's, Subway, KFC. The list goes on.
Yeah. KFC.
Kentucky Fried Critters.
Yeah, although I actually do like both Popeyes and KFC for their macaroni. It tasted really good.
I love KFC, the famous bowls.
Yeah, and also not to mention KFC sells Pepsi.
Yeah, they're Pepsi. They're Pepsi. Yeah.
I haven't had anything from KFC in a long time.
They have famous bowls. Do you have famous bowls over there?
One of my favorite things I've had from KFC was their popcorn chicken. I love the popcorn chicken.
I did hear they sell the chicken burger.
That's back, yes.
Yep, I do like it.
That's back. I haven't had it yet, but that's back, yeah.
And Revan says, "Oh guys, speaking, we're talking about fast food," and he says, "I lost a lot of weight this month." and then he's got a question for you, Dan. Is there a good beach in Boston?
I don't know. This is like the second time I've been to Boston, and both times were in the winter time. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know.
Never been to Jack in the Box, but I'm on the East Coast, says Hakeem.
So am I. I'm in Connecticut, so yeah.
And then but KFC is Kentucky Fried Crap. Oh.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Potato, it's Kentucky Fried Critters. Because this is a true story. When I was about 9 or 10, someone found a fried rodent in their bucket. In their bucket of chicken, there was a fried rodent.
What? Oh my God.
Yes. That was like 9 or 10. Yeah. Kentucky Fried Critters. Yep. That's what I call it now. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Oh yeah.
You know, every time there's a stream coming up, I might as well just put in some random words in on below my name.
One chain outlet I recently got into was Subway. I really found out I really like their sandwiches.
Oh, I have to agree on that. I mean, like, I did first find out about Subway when my mother took me there, and it's actually really good.
Yes.
I actually did like the spicy Italian.
Oh, that's my second fave. The Subway Club is my favorite. Ham, bacon, and turkey.
Oh, that sounds good.
It is. It's Black Forest ham, and I don't remember the brand of turkey, and bacon. Oh,
nice, very nice. I love chicken and bacon sandwiches. I buy them all the time.
Chicken and bacon. Gotta try that someday.
That was probably to you, Hakeem. Probably just asked that to you.
And what's your favorite? Yeah.
Although we all just answered it. We all just answered it.
No, I just do this in order. Hakeem said that the popcorn chicken used to be so good, but it's been crap for years now. Oh dear.
Wait, which popcorn chicken? KFC or?
I think he most likely means KFC.
Because we don't have Jack in the Box over here on this side.
Oh, okay.
Well, I wouldn't really know because it has been a very long time since I had anything from KFC. Like I said, I suppose I could. There probably is still that I could probably go over to Liverpool and have go to KFC at this food court over there. See, but not today though. I mean, maybe sometime. I've been meaning to go back there for a little while. I've been meaning to go back.
So yeah, I think
there's one thing. Sorry, Moses. What's this? Revan says I had Chick-fil-A in the Chicago airport, and it was so bad that I went to Burger King and got nice food.
well, potato. I'm partial, but thank you. And
you
I gotta say,
saying Burger King is better than that. Oh my god, unbelievable.
Well, because I will never do Chick-fil-A again because of their practices. I will never do Chick-fil-A.
I'm not. I mean, again, when it comes to I love a good burger, but when it comes to, but honestly, if I want a burger, I wouldn't get one from a fast food place. I wouldn't go to McDonald's or Burger King. I would go to a pub for one, because because they make.
Damn, that's a lot of Jack in the Boxes in Las Vegas.
Yep.
Nice food. What's your favorite sub? Hakeem asks, "What's your favorite sub? Is that for all of us or just one of us?"
I don't know, but we'll answer.
Yeah, KFC and.
Oh, let's see, yeah.
And Dalek, if he's talking to me. If you fly into Dublin Airport, never ever eat their Burger King. It's pure trash. I was sick after it couldn't eat on the plane. Oh dear. Well, don't worry about that, Revit. Like I just said, I wouldn't. If I wanted a burger, one of the last choices I'd pick to get one would be McDonald's or Burger King. So no, I wouldn't go to Burger King. I used to like Burger King. I used to go and eat, but I think as a kid, I would go to those places a lot. McDonald's and Burger King. But I think the place I preferred was probably McDonald's, and I would go and I would eat get something from Burger King if I went there with the family, just grab something to eat on a day out. But honestly, but these days I'm staying away from McDonald's and Burger King. And then he goes on to say, "I refuse to go back to Chick-fil-A if they don't accept my co-host and friend. They can go rot for all I care." BK.
Oh, me too. Trust me.
USA Burger King is still good, is it? Really?
I'm partial, but yes, I'm partial myself. So yeah.
So sorry. So Moises, what you were saying?
Well, actually, I forgot.
Last I knew, you were counting Chick-fil-A's.
Although I'm actually still looking at if there are locations of Jack in the Boxes in the West Coast. There's actually 3 of them in southwest of Utah.
Okay.
What about Arizona?
I know in California, a really big one is the In-N-Out Burger, which I have been to an In-N-Out. It
appears that Caesar had multiple Jack in the Boxes in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing the Legion does have some.
Never been to Phoenix myself. Never been to Phoenix. I've been over quite a bit of the continental U.S., but I haven't been to Phoenix itself. Maybe through it, but not stopped. Yeah.
Especially that Mr. House had some Jack in the Boxes in his hometown.
Then
what about
I like, Hakeem says, I like Wendy's, but better than all of them, but McDonald's has better toys, right?
That's why I was laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the I mean, I admit that's one of the things I really enjoyed about McDonald's. Getting the toys from the Happy Meals. I always enjoyed that.
I did at the time collect all the teeny babies, the international ones, the international teeny babies, teeny baby bears, all of that.
You mean Beanie Babies?
Sorry, Beanie Babies. They're about this tall. Yeah, they were bears. Yeah.
There's actually a bit more in New Mexico. What about Colorado?
And my cousin was at a place in Tennessee and had a buffalo steak. I want to try it so bad.
Yep.
I had kangaroo steak before. Oh my goodness.
Yep, there's a lot in Colorado.
Never had kangaroo. I've had buffalo burgers, buffalo steak, elk burger, moose burger, a lot of venison, a lot. I love Betty stew. I love Betty burgers. Betty roast. Oh yeah.
So there's no Jack in the Box in Wyoming. Kind of feels bad for the Wyoming's there.
I mean, we've had. I don't know if the. I mean, this. I mean, other little places. There's obviously there's plenty of places that do cheap, fast cooked, easy cooked food, like really little like do like little. They do little fry. They give you fries, which is like really bendy and soft, and the burgers on that good.
All right, I'm just gonna go. Let's see if I can head over to.
But really, if you get the chance to come to the UK, go and order a burger go to a pub and order a burger there. You will not be disappointed.
Duly noted.
If I do go over to the UK, it's going to be by boat. I refuse to fly.
Why?
If I were meant to fly, I would have been born with wings. That's the way.
You're one of those people.
I drive or ride anywhere. I will not fly.
You refuse to fly at all.
I've been in an airplane twice.
Now that I'm curious.
I mean, look, I kind of get what you mean, Dan. I mean, I've been on loads of flights. I've flown to loads of different places, mostly lots of different places in Europe for holidays. Like I've been to France, I've been to Portugal, I've been to Spain, I've been to Italy, I've been to. I mean, but I've been in quite a few islands. But yeah, but those are just the stuff that the flights like that only take like 2 to 3 hours, 2, 3, 4 hours, and then there's the rare cases I've had. I mean, those I could pretty much put up with because they weren't too bad. But then there's the really long distance flights I've done to places like back when I was a small kid. I was probably around back in 2002. Like I was like 11 or 12 years old back then. And the one and only time I've ever been to America. We went to Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the only time I've ever. My parents have been to Florida. I've been to America a couple. Before that, before me and my brother were born, but that was the only. But that trip to Florida, that was the only time I've been to America, and that was and that was why we went there. We went there for Disney World. We went there for we went there for Disney World, Sea World, and well, mostly Disney World. It was mostly a Disney World focused holiday. In fact, I've actually been to on that note. I've actually been to 2 Disney parks. I've been to Disney World in Florida, and I've been to Disneyland Paris.
Never been to Disneyland. Never been to Disneyland.
You went to a lot of places now.
Well, it's because my parents kept arranging these holidays. You know, every year we'd go away on these. Go away somewhere for at least a couple 2 or 3 weeks. But
sorry, I read the chat. Sorry.
But for me, really, the one that really put me off flying probably for maybe for good was flying to Australia.
Oh.
Yeah. I hear Australia's deadly this year.
Did you go over Europe or over the US?
I think we went. I think we went over Europe.
Okay.
We didn't. No, we didn't.
Because it's kind of a 50-50 from the UK. So which way's faster?
I've been to Australia. I think 2 or 3, at least 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. And the first time it wasn't just how long the flights were. It was the ridiculous number of flights we went on to get there. Like especially the connecting flights, especially the first time, because the first time we actually went through 2 airports in the UK before we actually properly set flight to Australia.
Damn.
I know, right? First it was.
First not that big.
No, it's not. Yeah, first of all, it was a British Airways, a very short British Airways flight from Manchester down to London.
Yeah.
It was London Heathrow, and then it was. And then we got on the big boat on this. That was a bit exciting, a little bit exciting for me because I'd never been on a plane that big. Because I actually said it was because we actually set foot on it. It was on a Boeing a Boeing 747. I was like, okay, wow, I've never been on a plane that big before. So that was kind of that bit was kind of exciting for me, but then we actually took them once we actually took off, and it was that was the really long haul part of the flight, part of getting there, and that was like, how long was that?
Oh, that was go to Heathrow, probably an hour or so to go to Heathrow for you. Actually, from plane to airport in Heathrow. Yeah. About an hour or so, right?
No. But like I said, it was a very. I said we flew from like we usually would do when we fly. And usually when we fly anywhere, we fly from Manchester because that's like the nearest big. That's like the nearest big airport to us. Well, maybe it's not the nearest, but I think maybe it's like the biggest international airport. I don't know, but. Yeah. But look, we always flew from Manchester. That was always where we took off from first, and then it was a very short flight from Manchester down to London to Heathrow, and then we had to wait to get on this Boeing 747 to begin the real long haul part of the flight to. We flew from there all the way to. We actually stopped off to Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah, London Heathrow to Singapore, and then we got off there, and again, that was, and I mean, despite it was like, being such a relief to actually get off the plane after being on there for so long, the novelty of being on a Boeing 747 clearly that wore off like after 3 hours. The novelty of being on a
Yeah.
And then and also, and again, I think that was another little bit of excitement because we were like, even though it was just the airport, I was like, wow, we're in Singapore. This is the most Asian place I've ever been. I've never been to anywhere in Asia before.
Mm-hmm. Neither have I. So neither have I.
And then we got on the last part of the flight, which took us down to I think it was Perth, where we were in
Okay.
we were heading to.
Okay. Perth is on the west coast, right?
Yeah, Perth is in the west coast of Australia,
yeah. and Sydney Brisbane is on the east. Yeah. Okay.
The thing is, with this particular trip, the flying, you think we didn't just go to Perth, and we didn't spend the whole time in Perth. Unfortunately for me, the flying was far from over at that point.
Oh yeah.
Because we spent a week in Perth because we have relatives who live there.
Okay.
And then
you're officially saying they're criminals? They live in Australia? Sorry. That history lesson.
Yeah. Australia used to be a penal colony.
I know. That's why I said it like that. Yeah.
They didn't always live in Australia. They used to live in like the south of England before they moved there years ago.
Okay.
All right. And I've actually updated the map on which locations Jackbox is in. There's actually in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Louisiana.
Ooh, that's relatively closer than I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up here in Connecticut, so.
What about Arkansas?
Or as I used to say when I was a kid, Arkansas.
So anyway, as I was saying, this first trip to Australia, it was actually a tour of Australia.
Oh, so you flew from one side to the other as well? Flew from Perth?
Yeah, we flew after the first week. We were there for 3 weeks for this holiday, and we spent a week in Perth with our relatives, which is my aunt and uncle, and then we
mother's side or father's side?
We flew to Sydney for the second week.
Okay. On your mother's side or your father's side?
My dad's side.
Okay.
This uncle was the uncle was my dad's brother.
Okay.
And I think and then after, and I think the aunt, at least the aunt I know, is like, I think she's his second wife. Yeah.
Okay.
And
I've only been out of the U.S. one time.
And then I have my anyway. But anyway, we spent a week in Perth with the relatives. Then we flew to Sydney and spent a week there, and God, I hated Sydney.
As I said, I've only been out of the country one time, so out of the U.S. one time. That was in 97. Yeah.
but anyway, but we did get out of this. The first 2 weeks was mostly like mostly exploring and stuff. Proper doing lots of touristy things. But the third week, we actually flew up to. We flew again up to the Northern Territories, where I was like, and we went to. It was actually a place called. Was it called Cairns? Yeah, Cairns. And then we flew and for this part of the trip, we just flew up there just to spend a week relaxing. We went to a little resort which had a pool and things, and we actually went out on a little boat trip, little bottomless. We went to a little glass bottom boat trip out to the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, nice! Did you go scuba diving over there?
No, we didn't go scuba diving. And then after that, once that week was up, then it was
another week of air travel on the way back.
we basically did all the flights we did on the way there, but in reverse. And that was just the first time we went there. And then the second and third. I think the second and third times we went to Australia was even were. Well, they were worse. The flying there,
again, especially to visit family in Perth.
It was the. I can't remember what we. The second time we went to. It was to visit. It was to visit the family and visit our relatives in Perth again, and then I think we also went to what was the first time we went to Melbourne? I think it was we went to Melbourne. We went to Perth to visit my aunt and uncle. Then we went to Melbourne to visit my cousin who lives there. Because she moved away from her parents.
Okay.
And then we actually went to Central Australia to see. We went to Alice Springs. We went to see Ayers Rock. And that to me, that part of the trip was like. I was like, yeah. Okay. I was actually like, yes, we're finally away from the cities. We're in real Australia now.
Yeah. I got an online friend who lives in Australia. One online friend. No, two. Sorry, two. Well, I'll talk to him very often. But Mr. Greg Gregory. Have you heard of him?
Oh, Mr. I know who Mr. Grant. Yeah. I know who Mr. Grant Gregory is. He used to be a viewer of my channel when I first got started. In fact, I had him on as a guest once.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Grant Gregory.
Sapphire Elf is the other one. Sapphire Elf down in Australia. He visits Raquel once in a while.
Don't think I'm familiar with him.
Okay.
But then, anyway, those are basically the first, the first and second trips to Australia. The third trip, oh man, that was the most harrowing of all to me. Because
what happened?
Because this was late. Because we went because the last time we went there, it was late 2019, and we went there.
Okay. That was only a couple of years ago, kind of thing. Yeah. 3 years ago. Wow. Okay. 3.5 years ago.
Yeah. So again, I mean, one thing I didn't mention was like I think is that the first time or was that the second time or the third time I got a little twinge of a bit of excitement in the trip because we actually got to fly most of the way there on an A380, so that was an interesting experience as well.
I'm not familiar with that plane.
Are you not the big double-decker Airbus? You know what I'm talking about, the ones that you're not familiar with those planes? They're absolutely
no.
Those
they're
things are
probably big in Europe and UK.
Those
planes are not over here.
No. Those planes are used worldwide. Were used worldwide. They're everywhere, or they were everywhere.
So I've actually learned that there are no Jack in the Boxes in Kentucky. Seems Colonel Sanders is still maintaining his territory.
Even from his grave, he's maintaining his territory.
Yeah, although surprised, I did learn that there's a Jack in the Box in Ohio.
Ooh, that is really close to me, considering the rest of them. Wow, okay. Whereabouts in Ohio?
Well, southwestern Ohio.
Okay. I had been. I actually stayed in Ohio one night. I was in Cleveland. I had to see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I had to. It was on my list. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right. So anyway.
Potato. You've got to read the last thing. Potato posted in the chat.
And I need to catch up with the chat. Let's see what's been going on here. I got so caught up in my stories about going to Australia.
That's okay. It was good for me.
I would still kind of like to finish what I wanted to say about the last trip there. Sorry.
Yeah, the excitement.
Okay. Kind of guessing you're telling your story about your experience in Australia.
Well, it wasn't necessarily about
double-decker. Sorry.
Well, it wasn't just about Australia. It started out mostly as just the experience I had getting there, flying there.
The big double-decker,
and now it just put me off flying because it was, just like, I mean, it's like once we finally got home, I was just like, no, but I don't want to. I've had enough flying for a lifetime after that.
There are no Jack in the Box locations in Wisconsin. What about Michigan?
But anyway, it was a bit short of it. It wasn't quite as long of a trip this time, first off, we went to stay with we went back to Perth again. We stay with my aunt and uncle lived there in Perth, and then we. No, wait, tell a lie. The first place we went to was Melbourne.
Okay.
Oh my God! Let me tell you, I think how much I hated Sydney. I really hated Melbourne. I just hated being there.
Yeah,
because it was.
So no Jack in the Box in Florida.
But we were there for a happy reason. We were actually there for my cousin's wedding.
Same cousin?
Yeah, same cousin.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, her parents still live in Perth, but she now lives in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, there's a lot of Jack in the Boxes in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
What about South Carolina?
I remember when I first set foot on
South Carolina
on this plane. I looked up the stairs that lead up to the upper deck,
mm-hmm.
And you know what I saw at the top of it?
What?
So Jack in the Box has finally. So Jack has finally accomplished his goal in having his restaurant reaching through the East Coast.
It's Carolinas, yeah. What you said, top of the stairs, stock.
I already. You didn't hear me. I said I saw a fountain, a literal fountain.
Huh.
Yeah, a fountain, a literal water feature on, because that's how freaking. Because again, the upper decks on these A380s, they were proper first class.
Mm-hmm.
You can even. Okay. You didn't just get a.
I'm going to censor myself. Having a literal fountain on an airplane is weird. Is weird AF. Okay, seriously, I censor myself. It is weird AF. Okay, yeah. I censor myself. I censor myself. I censor myself. It is weird. Okay.
The thing is, these planes. I think they've actually been recently taken out of service.
Mm-hmm.
But well, anyway, these okay. What the point? Actually, the point I really want to get to is like what. It was bad enough going for that long process of getting there. Because this time around we've taken different routes of getting there each time, and this time around we flew from I think it was directly from Manchester this time, and then we actually landed in it was I think it was
so Jack doesn't have any restaurants in New York.
I think we landed in the Emirates because it was in.
Where is that?
Because it was really weird what happened with it was really weird how this went down because our plane landed. We were all told to get off because to go get another plane, but then there was a lot of weirdness and confusion going on, and our flight was canceled or something like that, and then basically we were just told to get straight back on the same plane.
WTF?
It was just weird. It was really weird what happened there.
WTF. That's the letters of the day. WTF.
and then look, basically, look, when we landed the first time, it was somewhere in the Middle East where we landed that time, and that was a very brief landing. We were told to get off the plane, and then we were just told to just got back on it again.
That is weird.
And then the next place we landed on the next place on part of the journey place we landed on was we actually landed in Hong Kong.
Ooh, okay.
And yeah, Hong Kong. And that was actually generally it. So,
that was after it reverted back. Okay. It reverted back in 1999. Yeah. Okay.
It was
the British came back in 1999. Yeah.
And like I said, so that was actually quite exciting for me because I wasn't expecting. Because we got off the plane. We went into this really huge airport. And then I looked out. Look out these big windows, and I was just like, "Wow, the view was breathtaking."
Yeah.
and then but that was going through it. So that was like on the way there. On the way back, however, after we the whole trip. Oh my god, that was like because remember this was late 2019, and I'm sure you can remember what was happening in Hong Kong in late 2019. All, all the riots and all that.
Yeah.
And we actually saw on the day we were supposed to on the day before, or the day we were supposed to fly back. And so we actually saw on the news in our hotel room what was going on, and I saw this shit's actually, it's not just in the city, it's happening at the air. This rioting going on at the airport. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I was scared. I was really scared.
Yeah.
Because I knew we're gonna be landing there on the way back.
Yeah. Yeah. We gotta deal with this shit again. Yeah. Yeah.
So I checked every U.S. state, and I think I've actually marked some of every mainland state.
Yeah.
What about Hawaii and Alaska?
Never been to either one of them, so I've been all over the continental. Been through Arizona, but didn't stop in Arizona.
Thankfully though. Before we actually left, I was very scared, and I was actually surprised how calm how calm my family was about the whole thing. And and then but thankfully though, once we actually got on our flight and we actually left once we left Melbourne, and then first we actually landed in Hong Kong, and it was like, oh shit.
On the way back, yeah.
I was like the whole time I was near panicking.
That was the way back, dog.
This is on the way back, not on the way to there. This is on the way back.
Okay.
The first place we landed was Hong Kong, and once we actually got off, so I was once the plane was landing, I was like, oh god. I was like, oh, no. But once we actually got off the plane and into the terminal, and then we were waiting for our connecting flight to be announced.
Yep.
I was looking around the whole time, and I eventually started thinking, I'm surprised how wow, it's actually really quiet. It's actually really calm here right now. It's really calm. It was everything. There was nothing bad happening at all. It was actually really quiet.
That's good.
It was actually really quiet. But despite that, I was still relieved once we finally got on our plane, and because it took forever. It took forever for us to actually be able to get on our next flight. Once we actually got on our plane, and once our plane was actually in the air, I was like, oh god, I was actually relieved to finally be out of there, despite everything.
Hong Kong was on my bucket list, but it came off my bucket list in '99. I wanted to go before 1999.
And before 1999, why?
Yeah. When the UK gave Hong Kong back to the Chinese.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Because it was like a 9-year lease or 100-year lease. Yeah. It was on my list, but it came off my list.
So then, but anyway, yeah, like I was. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I think we got. I'm glad to say we seem to got lucky when it came to actually passing through there. Passing through there on that time.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
So that was, and then after that we were just, and then after that, so it's Brent. I think the plane we flew out of Hong Kong on was, I think it was like one of these. I think it was one of these brand new planes. I think it was like, what they called them? The 777 Dream.
Yeah.
Dream thing. Okay. I think it was one of those planes because it was. And we were on. Oh, I can't remember where we landed after that.
Was it somewhere in Europe or somewhere in the Middle East on the way back? That was a very. I'm not quite sure where we. But I know we must have stopped off. We must have stopped off somewhere before we actually got back to the UK. But I think because that part of the journey, because that part of the trip, that was a very long flight, out of Hong Kong. That was a very long. I've only been out of the country, out of the U.S. one time. That was to Toronto. I went back. We left at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Here's the thing, though. I think my parents are planning another trip to Australia. And I was just, when remember like sometime last year they mentioned that, would I like to go back there again? I was like, nope, I don't want to go back there again. Like, no.
So you're gonna spend a few weeks at home by yourself?
Well, I didn't realize that my mic was off.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I thought you were still looking stuff up. Sorry, Moises.
So I hear there's actually some riots in Hong Kong back then.
Yes, there was. I remember.
Yes, there was.
And Dalek barely missed it. Barely missed it.
This is where we were. Like I said, this was happening while we were still in Australia, and I was, and like I said, I was scared because I thought this might be, because I thought we might end up being caught up in it on the way home, but thankfully we weren't. We were just, we were there. We were there for quite a while, but we were in. But thankfully, like I said, nothing really happened. We were just, everything was because everything was calm and everything was quiet at the airport while we were there.
The only thing that is anywhere noticeable to that for me is I was in Manhattan September 9th, 2001. I was only there for a few hours. I was there a couple days beforehand.
You were actually in New York that day.
Yeah, I'm Manhattan Island. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No, September 9th. Not September 11th, September 9th. We were just on our way through, but that's the only thing. Yeah.
September 9th.
Yeah.
Right. 2 days before. 2 days before. Right.
The tragedy.
2 days before.
And I'm in southeastern Connecticut. As the crow flies, that's probably about 135 miles, 140 miles. We could see the smoke from the beach right around the corner from my house. From the Twin Towers.
Oh my goodness.
The smoke was that bad. We could see the smoke 140 miles away. 140 miles away. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was
Huh. So all right, Dal. I have actually.
Anyway, I think I've
but I have made it.
I think I've probably waffled on about about my bad experiences with flying because I just want to get to the point. Just want to get to the point where I'm pretty much off flying for, if not for life, for a very long time.
The last time I flew was in '97, and after September 11th, I will not fly again.
So according to the map that I drew, it appears that there are jack-in-the-boxes in some states from along the west and also smaller in the east,
but not up here in Connecticut.
Yeah, not up here.
Not up where I am now.
Wait, Moses, do you want me to share this in the stream?
Maybe.
Because I will if you want me to.
All right.
What do we got? I'm always up for good information. Information I don't know yet. I'm always up for that.
And this stream. And I spent so much time talking. I've just
almost 2 hours. Yeah, an hour 58.
We're almost at 2 hours with this stream.
Yeah.
About your flight story.
Yeah, I came in at the 6-minute mark. Is when I logged in to the StreamYard. 6-minute mark. So I've been here for an hour and 52. But it's good just to chat with you. It's good just to chat with you guys. It really is. You're both good people. Well, sorry.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good pony, good dog. You're not people.
And you're not good
people.
Burger.
I'm a people. You're a dog. You're a pony. Okay.
Well, no, you're a burger.
I am not a burger.
Well, it says BK Dan, so.
I am not a burger. Wait, I am a burger.
None of
And speaking of burgers, so I did went into Google Maps, and I actually did, and I did actually highlight a U.S. state that has Jack in the Box in it.
Okay.
The
green ones do not. I take it.
You highlighted every state that has one, right? I think you basically.
Yeah.
So what is yellow? Or rather beige. What is the beige yellow color?
Well, I actually highlighted them in all red.
Okay.
I think he means that you'll notice all the states which have like this red shading. Shading on
red, green, and yellow.
They're the one. No. I mean, there's actually a deeper
Oh, there is. Like Oklahoma is different color than Texas, or different than Nebraska. Okay.
I think the color. I think the colors of each individual state. I think those aren't what Moises is talking about. I think he's talking about this. He's actually got this. It's like this red, red highlighting over each.
Yeah.
It's going all the way from Texas, California, Oregon, Arizona, Utah. I can never remember where each state is.
The one that looks like a middle finger is Idaho.
The one that looks like a middle finger is Idaho.
Oh man. Okay, I'm better. Really. It does, doesn't it?
There's actually.
Basically, look at. I think he means look at all the states that have like a red border line around them.
Yeah,
those are the states he's talking about, which have the.
I was asking about the yellow and green also.
I don't know I don't know what that signifies. What those colors mean. Those could mean anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's enough of that.
I didn't.
Well, as I'm saying, so these actually highlighted that they're Jack in the Box. They're Jack in the Boxes all across the U.S. There's a lot more in the West Coast.
Okay.
And there's a few of them in the East and also on Ohio, Illinois, and Indiana. Actually, there's quite a lot in Texas.
Yeah.
It just hit me. Most of this is supposed to be a pop culture channel, and for most of this stream, we haven't really talked much about pop culture, have we?
Yeah, we've actually talked about fast foods, airplanes, riots in Hong Kong, going to Australia.
We've talked about we talked about food. We've talked about travel. We've talked about streaming services.
We started with that. Yeah, streaming services, and actually we started with Disney Plus. You started with Disney Plus.
I did start with Disney Plus. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a little bit.
Although, if we want to talk about pop culture, here's what I actually know. I hear that John Wick is killing in the box office.
Is it?
Oh yes, it is. Oh yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I'm not that interested in seeing it myself, but if it's doing well, I
haven't seen it myself yet.
I've seen it myself, and it's really good.
I saw a Dungeons and Dragons movie. That was actually passable. Not wonderful, but passable. There was a promotion through Amazon Prime. Yeah. There was promotion through Amazon Prime. Sorry.
But as for John Wick 4, it is really good, and it's a must-watch on theaters. Although, if you plan on watching it, I do recommend you watch the trilogy first.
I did already.
All right, then you're all set.
It's on Peacock, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I got the trilogy on Blu-ray.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm actually waiting if John Wick 4 is going to be released in Blu-ray also.
Okay.
And as for Dalek, I actually know that you're not interested in watching John Wick 4, but now that it's actually doing well, and also because people are really interested in action films that they like, and not even boring woke CGI films.
Yeah, well, Yeah, look, if I'm honest, there's not that many action films I can really think of at the top of my head that I'm that into because honestly, look, action films, especially live action ones, aren't really my thing. They never really they never have been. Yeah, sure. I used to kind of like superhero movies, but when it comes to superheroes, I prefer it if it was animated over live action.
Okay.
Fair enough. I mean, like, you do like Saitama.
Because in my Saitama, One Punch Man. Yeah, that's great. I love that.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, I know you're not interested on it, but if you actually feel like watching it, I do recommend watching the trilogy first. Well, and otherwise, then you do not know what's going on in the fourth film.
No, I'm guessing no, I wouldn't.
Boy, is Lance Reddick in it?
Hmm?
John Wick 4? John Wick 4, is Lance Reddick in it?
Not that I know of. All I do know is that Donnie Yen's in it.
Lance Reddick was in the first three. He's the actor that just died recently. He was like 53, 56.
Well, speaking of
you mean the concierge?
Speaking of people who have died, I don't know if you know. I don't know if you've heard of this guy, Dan, but a pretty big name over here died. I think just 2 days. I think either yesterday or the day before. Paul O'Grady.
Okay.
Yeah, that really. Yeah, he was a big name over here.
Not ringing a bell. Sorry.
No, sorry.
It's not ringing a bell.
Yeah, he had his own. Yeah, like I said, he's basically a presenter. He was a presenter. He was a comedian. He's famously gay, very gay.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact,
Queer Eye for the Straight Guy gay. Queer Eye for the Straight Guy gay. Oh.
And not even the type of gay that would actually just shove everyone down their throats.
Well, no. He's not. It's not like some of these other these other people just came out as gay out of nowhere.
By very gay, years. Flamboyant, right?
He's flamboyantly gay, yeah. But he's not. Yeah, but he's not. I personally wasn't a fan of him, but a lot of people he's been on TV. He's been on TV he was on TV for years and years,
Mm-hmm.
And he had his own chat show. He used to play this. He used to dress up in. Well, there's another way of putting it. He used to dress up in drag and play this character called what was her name? What was her name? This really snarky, dry wit kind of theme character called what was her name? He used to dress up as this character for a game show. For an old game show he used to present, and a few other
Mm.
Oh, what was her name?
Okay, I'm gonna type in Google the name. What's the name again?
Paul O'Grady.
P-A-U-L-A. Grady.
Paul O'Grady.
Oh, sorry. Uh, March 28th, he died. Okay. I gotta blow up the picture. Does look familiar. Does look familiar.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, Lily Savage. That was her name. That was the character he played, Lily Savage.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got it right here.
So Lily Savage. Yeah, he played. So yeah, he played a. So yeah, he was. Like I said, he was openly. He was very openly gay. He always had been, and he played a drag character called Lily Savage.
Oh, I found a picture of him holding a wiener dog. I like wiener dogs.
Wiener dog.
Wiener dogs, yeah. I like wiener dogs. I mean, as a pet, I like cats, but I like the look of wiener dogs.
I remember.
So happy.
I remember back in the day, like when it used to be. There's this old show. There's this old show that used to have. They brought it back a few times. Back in it was like the 90s or early 2000s, and he used to play. It was a show called Blankety Blank, and he used to present. Mm-hmm. He used to present the show as his character as Lily Savage, and I never realized. I never realized it was a man. I thought it was a woman.
Oh, Hakeem, I am. I'm going to be doing a live reaction watch party with a buddy of mine. Online.
Oh, by the way, guys, I actually did watch The Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, how was that for you?
Oh, that's how was that for you?
Really?
It's actually hilarious.
That's a hilarious movie.
My grandson loved it.
I actually think it's actually hilarious.
My grandson loved it.
I mean, like, I actually thought of getting it on Blu-ray.
Oh, yeah? I really don't do physical media anymore. I really don't.
I mean, like, we need to get physical media. Otherwise, they would actually just change our history.
They already do that. Disney Plus has done that already.
Yeah,
there was a very early Tom Hanks movie called Splash.
Oh yes, Splash.
Disney owns the rights. When it was in the theater, I was like,
man. 12. Yeah, I know what they did to that.
Daryl Hannah has very. Have you seen or heard about it? What happened? What they did?
Nope.
Daryl Hannah was the co-star. Daryl Hannah has very long hair. She played a mermaid in the movie Splash.
Yep, she played a mermaid.
As she came out of the water, she lost her fins and grew legs, but she was still quite naked. They showed her from behind. In the movie theater and on TV back then, you saw her butt.
Yep, you did.
And on Disney Plus, you don't see it.
They did a really, really terrible looking CG edit of making her hair even longer to cover her backside.
Oh yeah, it was horrible job. I disagree with what they did and the job they did with it. You don't change history. And they did a terrible job doing it. I disagree on both parts. You don't change history, and did a terrible job doing it.
And then they did and I know they also really did a really stupid. And I've heard of the stuff they've done to certain shows, certain movies, on things on Disney Plus. Like for example, one of my favorite Disney movies when I was a kid was Lilo and Stitch, I loved that film. Still got, thankfully, I think we still got the DVD of it, of Lilo and Stitch. Had that for years. But anyway, on Disney Plus, the film is pretty much the same, but they made one really stupid and pointless change that made no sense whatsoever.
And that is
there's this one scene near the beginning of the film where Nani is chasing Lilo through their house, and to hide from Nani, Lilo, she hides inside what I think is she hides in inside one of the appliances in the kitchen.
Okay.
I think it was like the washing machine, or probably the oven or something. It was big enough for a little girl Lilo's size to crawl inside and hide, and that's where she was hiding until Nani, Nani knows where she is because Nani comes into the kitchen. She bangs the door that leads outside to trick Lilo to come out so she can catch her, because he thought Nani had gone outside. But here's what they did. They changed to make it look like Lilo had not crawled inside inside this appliance. They made it look like she crawled hiding inside a big pizza box.
Wait, what?
That's a horrible change. Yeah, horrible change.
They just had her crawl inside a big pizza box? How the heck is she going to fit in there?
They made it look like she basically called it like a big, big cardboard box, and not instead of the appliance.
That's just fucking stupid.
I understand why, but I don't understand why at the same time. I understand why, because they don't want kids to go, "Hey, I'm going to crawl in the fridge," because get stuck in there.
I think it's like the reason is why they did this is like they saw if little kids see Lilo do this, they'll think they're going to do the same thing. They'll crawl inside the oven. They'll crawl inside the dishwasher or whatever.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And you know what Disney could have actually done? That they could have actually edited Lilo hiding inside a laundry basket.
That would have worked. That would have probably done the same thing. That would have worked the same. I mean, look, it wouldn't have changed the scene at all. No matter where Lilo was hiding, it wouldn't have changed the scene at all. Because just gotta wait. What?
Huh?
They censored Toy Story 2 end credit because what?
The Me Too movement?
I've never seen Toy Story 2, so wow.
Oh God!
What? What end
censored
credit?
Toy Story 2? That's one of Pixar's best movies.
They censored My Little Mermaid.
Guess they did not even learn. Guess they did not even learn about the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial.
Wait, they censored what?
Which one? Which one was this? The one in the States or the one of Little Mermaid? Yeah.
With the original? What did they do?
Well, in the movie theater and on the jackets for the VHS, not on DVD, but on jackets for the VHS and the movie theater.
Oh wait, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
It was there. It was there. Trust me, it was there.
What are you guys talking about?
Now that, admittedly, that I can actually understand them censoring. That I can understand.
Why? Why would they censor it?
It was hilarious. It got through.
Okay. Look, I guess. Look, it's not the. I don't think it's the film. It's not the film itself they censored. It's the art. It's the cover, the promotional art they did for the film that they censored.
In the movie, it was also in the movie itself in the theater.
Really?
Yes, it was. I had to watch it a second and third time to see it. Yes.
Oh no!
I saw it 3 times opening week. Yeah.
Okay, look.
First time I saw, I was like, "What's that?" And then the second, I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I was like, "Holy shit!"
Look. I think in this case, I think we can give Disney a break on this one. I think we can actually give them a break on this one. It's understandable.
Okay, it's understandable for them to censor it out, but it made it through into the theater.
Really? Of course.
Yes,
of course. Wait, this was before. No, wait, this was years ago, wasn't it?
This was years ago. What's this?
Decades ago.
Guys,
this was when the first. This was back in 1989 when the film first came out.
Guys.
What?
What? Can you show me what cover art you're talking about?
Probably not.
Probably not. No.
I'm sorry. Probably not. No. I'll be showing now.
No, Moises. Look, Moises. If you find like the original promotional art cover poster or art for the Little Mermaid, and look very closely at the city of Atlantic.
Wait, you're talking about the. I thought we were just talking about Toy Story 2.
Yes, we're talking about that. Yes, we're talking about that.
I mean, what do you mean they censored the end credit of Toy Story 2? What are you wait? What do you mean? What, Aki? What did they do there? I mean, wait a minute. Did they take out all the stuff with? Did they take out all the stuff in the end credits with that tour guide Barbie? Did they take that out? Now I get it. All right. A casting couch joke.
What?
I know. Okay, I get it. I see why they would take. Yeah. Okay, I see why they would.
Moises, can you read private chat, Moises?
Yeah.
Don't read that out loud, Moises. Don't read that out loud.
Don't read that out loud.
I'm not.
Don't read that out loud.
Don't read that.
I said I'm not.
Okay. So you understand we can't show you that picture.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually thought we're just talking about Toy Story 2, but no, it appears we actually talked about something else.
Yeah, Little Mermaid.
I actually knew about that.
Okay, good.
Well, you already knew about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw it in the theater.
Yeah, look, I kind of get, and this I can, again, this I can actually understand why they would do that, why they would censor that. I perfectly understand. I don't agree with it, but I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously, look, if you've never seen Toy Story 2, but basically there's this little, at the end of the film during the end credits, they show all these this funny thing that Pixar used to do with their films back in the day. Like I think they did it at the end of like Monsters Inc. They did it at the end of A Bug's Life. They did it at the end of Toy Story 2. What they did was they showed these little supposed like blooper reels like from the makings of these films. I mean, this are really funny ones, you know. And there's this one at the end of Toy Story 2. There was this one blooper thing that they did where they first introduce Woody to Stinky Pete, and they turn his box around, and he's talking to these two Barbie dolls, and he's saying things like, I'm sure I could find a part for you two lovely young ladies, you know.
Okay.
You know, he's being, you know, basically showing he's being a dirty old man. Like the joke is he's being a dirty old man to these two well, they were literal dolls, but.
And yes, Hakeem.
Oh,
yes, Hakeem. We were talking about that.
Oh, I think I can see it.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. I can see why they actually edited it.
Okay, Moises found it. Moises found it. Moises found it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he found it.
But let's not forget all the crap that Disney has actually made. I'm never gonna give it a break.
Look, I get it. I really do. But at this point, I'm almost beyond caring at this point what happens with Disney. If I'm, because you know they've done, because I've heard, you know, everyone says such bad shit about them. I know they've done such bad shit. I get it. And all their most of their movies coming out these days, they're utter garbage. I know that. But
about 90% of them, yeah.
But at the same time, I can never bring myself to dismiss them completely. I can't do it.
Because they have fond memories.
Part of it, yeah. There's a look. A big chunk of my childhood was Disney movies, Disney TV shows. I going to Disney World one time, and that's kind of been the thing over the years. There's a lot of stuff from Disney I love, and at this point I'm just like don't give Disney your money, and I was like, but yeah, and I'm just like I'm okay, yeah, I'm beyond caring at this point. If I want to watch something on Disney Plus, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I actually prefer not to give Disney my money through streaming, but I do prefer getting some Disney films on Blu-ray.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. But then again, most of the stuff I'd actually want, most of the stuff I'd actually would want to watch on Disney Plus, I don't actually need Disney Plus to watch, because there's plenty of other ways so I can watch those shows.
Yeah.
Because, but at the same time, there is good stuff on there. You just gotta find it. Like I said at the beginning, I've been watching those National Geographic documentaries. I find those really fascinating, especially when I've been watching stuff. I've been watching stuff to do with sharks. I've been watching watching their shark documentaries, and I've been watching. And there was just the other day there was this one documentary I watched about. It was called Drain the Titanic.
Mm.
That was real. That's something that's now that's something that's always fascinated me. It's a bit like the histories of old machines.
Okay.
And that's like this. Like sometimes I go on YouTube. I might watch someone's video about the history of like this old, like a steam, particularly steam trains or steam or old ships or and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And particularly anything about the Titanic.
Okay.
And it was a really, and like I said, it was a really interesting thing because like I said, it was called Drain the Titanic because it was like basically using modern technology to give you a full proper rendering of what it would look like if the Atlantic Ocean was drained away and it would actually, we actually get to see the wreck of the Titanic in daylight on the seafloor,
Mm-hmm. Oh, to swing it back towards pop culture, Titanic. The Titanic made an appearance, sort of, in a episode of Supernatural.
It did?
Yes, I think it was season 8. There was a demon who stopped the Titanic from sinking, prevented the Titanic from sinking, so it came to New York successfully. And the year advanced all the way back to current year, and the Winchester boys were going to stop the demon and reverse history back to the way it should have been. And when they asked the demon, "Why did you do this? Why did you stop Titanic from sinking?" You know what his reply was? Literally, what his reply was? "I hate the effing song."
Guess that demon's not a fan of. Guess that demon's not a fan of James Cameron.
No, it's the song. Cool. I hate that effing song.
That song from the Titanic.
Yes.
The song.
I will go on forever or something like that. Yeah.
Was it that? Was it? What was it? Who sang it? Was it Celine Dion or was it someone else?
I think it was Celine Dion. My Heart Will Go On.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah, we all know this. Yeah, we all know that's.
I think it's the actual title. But yeah, that's the demon said. I hate the effing song.
I hate the effing song.
and because he went back in time and changed it and came back, no one knew any idea what he was talking about.
Right, because I mean, I actually didn't want to. Because the simple fact is, if the Titanic had never sank, it would never become as famous as it is. It would have just become a footnote. It would have just been a footnote in history, along with their sister ships.
Probably not even. Probably not even. Because if it didn't sink, it wouldn't have been mentioned really.
No. Nobody. I mean, if the Titanic had never sunk, I bet no one today would have ever heard of it.
Right. I mean, people don't talk about blimps or dirigibles except for the Hindenburg.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right? I mean, no one remembers the famous. No one remembers these machines that. These machines are only remembered and loved if either something really big, they achieved something really big with these machines, or something disastrous happened to them.
It is significant big or significant disaster, like you said. Yeah.
And again, I've heard this said before. I've heard this said before. I mean, again, if the Titanic had never sunk, it wouldn't have been remembered. It would just been a footnote in history. Because it would probably it would have just had a similar career to her sister ships, like the Olympic and the Britannic, and then it would have probably just been ended up in a scrapyard after a few couple of decades.
Yeah.
And then it had been forgotten, that no one remember it.
Oh, sorry. The Titanic was also in Ghostbusters 2.
Oh yeah, it was. It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It pulled into Port New York. I love that. It pulled to the Port of New York. I loved it. Really.
No,
and it was Cheech Marin from Cheech Chong. It was Cheech that was there. And that was Cheech Marin. Better late than never. That was Cheech from Cheech Chong. Did you know that?
Who?
The old stoner guys from the 60s and 70s. Cheech and Chong. Have you heard of them?
It appears that the Titanic has arrived.
No. I remember I do remember in the film. I do remember the line in the film. It was like he just said they said the Titanic just arrived, and then it's like then let me actually see it, and it's like. And then it was like, well.
And the other guy, the guy that says better late than never is Cheech Marin from Cheech and Chong.
I have. Okay, sorry, Dad. I have no idea what that is.
Cheech and Chong. I'll look them up and put a link in the chat for you to. Cheech and Chong. There are a couple of guys.
That narrows it down.
From the 70s and 60s.
Well, when he said that the Titanic has arrived, then it actually cuts to the Titanic just arriving.
And the one that says better late than never is Cheech and Chong.
What?
It's Cheech Marin. Cheech Marin. CheechMarin. Cheech Marin. From the 60s and 70s. I'm putting a link in the private for you guys. So you guys know who the heck I'm talking about.
Hakeem actually says they made a few movies that are like pothead hippies.
Oh yeah. I put it in the private chat for you guys. A link for you guys.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, I'll put it in the tab. Just look at it later. Yeah.
I mean, we're almost at 2 hours 40.
Holy crap!
2 hours 40 now.
Holy crap!
Where did Revan go? He seems to have just disappeared.
He might be taking care of his doggo. His doggy. She's sick. Yeah.
Although I am still looking at this beautiful Twilight.
What?
Twilight? It's morning where you are. It's not Twilight. It's morning where you are.
Not that. I'm talking about the other Twilight, not the book.
The movie?
Oh, I know it's Twilight. I think I know it's Twilight he's talking about.
Yeah. Although looking for her, she does have a beautiful golden dress.
Okay, you tell. Why don't you show me that later, Moises, after the stream? Because at this point, I'm probably gonna want to wrap up soon.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
It's what, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon over there for you, dog? 3:19.
It's almost 20 past 3 in the afternoon here.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm thinking of asking my mom. And since it's Friday, I'm thinking of asking my mom about something. Damn, she looks really beautiful.
I'm sure she does, Moises, and I usually like to run these streams to length, so at least up to 3 hours. So.
Oh, by the way, I'm actually thinking of watching other films like Hunchback of Notre Dame, which I think I already have on Disney Plus a while back. And also,
that's a great film, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
And also The Road to El Dorado.
Oh man, that film is. Oh man, the best thing.
Was that one that animated?
It's not. It is It is animated, but it's not. I don't. It's not a Disney movie. I think it's a DreamWorks movie.
DreamWorks, okay.
Yeah, it is a DreamWorks film.
I don't think I've seen it, but I remember it. But I don't think I've seen it.
I mean, for me, the best thing in that film is the song. "It's Tough to Be a God."
Oh, yeah. Oh, and also thinking of watching The Prince of Egypt again. Also.
Oh, The Prince of Egypt. Yeah, that was I've seen that was another surprisingly good DreamWorks movie, even though it was based on a Bible story.
Yeah, my mother actually liked it.
Oh, Dalek. When I was working at a diner for about 1.5 years, I used to call myself God. Do you know why? Grill on duty. I call myself God. Grill on duty.
Grill on duty. That's very good.
I'm God. Grill on duty. Yep.
Another good song for me from that film, The Prince of Egypt. One really good song that sticks to me was a song called "You're Playing with the Big Boys Now." It's like,
incidentally, it's the same diner I'm staying outside of in this picture. Same diner that I was staying outside of in this picture. Yeah. Same diner I'm standing outside of. This was Halloween night. I want to say 2004. That picture was. But yeah, that was the same diner. I went as Burger King, of course. I had the crown, the scepter, and the medallion, and the cape.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. There was an actual.
I showed you that one, yeah, before.
That's right. Burger King actually had an actual Burger King.
Yep.
Literal Burger King mascot with a giant head.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the medallion, the cape, the crown, and I had the scepter also.
Yep, the Burger King.
I got the costume.
Also, Wonder Dan is the Burger King.
I am.
I think speaking of that, that's reminded me of something. I think back in the day the times I actually did go to Burger King, they actually had these little cardboard crowns you could wear. What you got with their meals?
They still do.
They still do those.
At least here in the States, they do it. But yeah, they still do.
Well, well, good to know because I do like to wear these crowns.
I do too. I like to go to Krispy Kreme also and put the hat on. Krispy Kreme donuts. Oh, I love Krispy Kreme donuts.
Krispy Kreme donuts. No, is that from Burger King?
No, it's a donut chain.
Oh, right. Natural. Oh, that's.
Have you heard of
them? No, I don't think I have. But I will say this: I do love donuts, especially love stuffed donuts.
Okay. You ever come over here to the States, you have to find one.
And also, I think it's in
Krispy Kreme donuts.
It's in private.
Also, I actually think it's actually fun to play as John Wick in Fallout 4. Yeah, now that Fallout 4 does have mod support, and which means I could add in a Glock 19 in it.
I never played any of the Fallout games. I never did.
Yeah, the Fallout games are good. Well, some of them.
I've never played Fallout either.
My son loves Fallout 76.
Oh,
he loves
it. Wait,
Isn't
what?
That 76. Well, wasn't that the one everyone universally hated?
He loves it though.
Especially. Wait, who loves it?
My son.
Oh, I see.
He's not that much different from your guys' age. He's about 10 years younger than you, Dalek.
Also, when I think that I universally hate Fallout 76, I just fucking loathe it.
And I'm about 20 years older than you, Dalek. My son is 10 years younger. I'm 20 years older.
Like, Fallout 76 was actually Todd Kevin Smith Howard's attempt to break the lore. Especially, not to mention, just fucked up the Fallout lore like it was his bitch.
Well, now you feel now you know how I feel with what Chris Chibnall did to Doctor Who.
Yeah, yeah, get in line. I actually resent Todd Howard for ruining the lore. The lore for Fallout is actually really beautiful, and yet he just ruined it because of his own idea and thinking it's gonna work. Well, good news for you, Todd Kevin fucking Smith Howard. It doesn't work.
I've heard Dog say something similar about Chibnall. So yeah, something very similar.
I know exactly the feeling, Moises. I know that. Yeah. I know that rage all too well. I really do.
Yeah. I would actually not even go near Fallout 76. Not even going near that 50 foot from it. Actually, 100 foot from it.
I feel similar about the Kelvin line, the Kelvin timeline. Oh yeah, definitely. Sorry, that's JJ movies from Star Trek. The JJ movies. Oh yeah.
And although I actually prefer to play Fallout New Vegas instead, that is a true Fallout game.
Well, kids got on that note, at least one thing. I don't know how exactly how positive this will be, but I do know. Well, we've all heard that Disney's gutting Marvel right now, absolutely gutting it. Is gutting. And so, and they might do, and for all we know, they might do this. They might do the same to Lucasfilm.
Yeah, which I actually do hear that Victoria Alonso it is now attacking Disney, and I did hear that Kathleen Kennedy was now out.
Of course she is, because people like that are petty as fuck.
Although I did hear from Doomcock in his video saying that Kathleen Kennedy would actually be out if she didn't succeed at Indy 5.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I watched that same video. It's like
and also for me, paying attention on what's going on, Kathleen Kennedy would actually release some evidence about her sexual abuse in Lucasfilm. I actually say go for it because I just don't care for Disney anymore.
Right.
And also, this actually led me to make a prediction meme that I just made. All right, I'm just going to send that meme in a bit. Let's see, just now where is it? Ah, there it is. All right, now here's my prediction meme. It's on Discord.
Do you want me to All right.
Yep.
Do you want me to show it?
Of course.
Oh, right. All right. Yeah. You showed me this earlier, Moises.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to share it?
Oh, yes.
All right. If you... All right. Oh, this is awkward.
All right. So here's what's going to happen. This is my prediction. Oh yeah. Once both of these petty bitches are fired, they would start scorching Disney's reputation, which I would like to see the fireworks go off.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like they're...
As far as Victoria Alonso goes, she was fired for breach of contract. She was working for another company, producing another movie with another company. It was specifically spelled out in the contract, exclusive to Disney.
That's why she was fired.
Yes, and her lawyer is wanting to sue Disney because she's a gay Latina.
Of course. Yes. Of effing course.
Yes.
That's not surprising.
Yes. And Kathleen Kennedy is on her way out. Definitely. Despite whatever.
Yeah, whether she's does. Yeah. She's We've all heard that before. She's on her way out. Just whether she gets fired or not.
She will.
Yeah.
She will.
If she gets fired, then she'll be releasing some tapes about her sexual abuse on Lucasfilm, which, according to that, would lead to this meme that I posted that I made right there.
I think that's enough of that.
There's a lot more that I could go into, but it's kind of politicky. I know I keep politics off your channel. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I'd definitely rather not go into politics here.
Yeah, that's why I've been pretty silent. Okay. There's a lot more that I know that's kind of politicky, but I know I keep it off your channel. So, okay.
Look,
so I'm not being silent because I have nothing to say. I'm being silent because I know you don't want it on your channel.
If you watched my last stream, I did kind of break my own rule at one point, but that was like kind of more in general stuff. That wasn't to do with Disney. Is really.
Is that what's wrong with Dr. Who's stream?
The state of
from last week.
The state of Doctor Who. Yeah, that was that.
Okay. I haven't watched yet, so. And I'm probably not going to get to. If I do watch it, it's probably not going to be until like Monday or Tuesday. I've got a very long weekend.
Right. Well, I think. Okay. Well, 2 hours. We're actually at 2 hours 54 now. So
yeah.
So I think we're pretty much into the. Probably this is probably going to be the last 5 minutes of this stream. So what should we what should we talk about for the next 5 minutes?
Well, I'm thinking.
Oh, I didn't see this. Hakeem says, think of the movie Dumb and Dumber, but with pots.
Yep. Okay. He puts it in like 60 minutes ago. He put that in. Yeah.
Let me just catch up with the rest.
Away.
Let me just catch up with the chat here. Let's see. Reverend said, and boar on a spit.
Yep.
Like, does the roux taste like beef or chicken? My last day, I tipped a pregnant waitress $100, made her day. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I want to eat a penguin. It's the chicken. No, don't eat penguin.
Eating penguins is illegal.
No, don't do that. That's horrible.
It's illegal.
And BK, get a boat from Canada to Iceland and ferry to Ireland and a ferry to UK, then kick Dalek in his luck. And steal his wallet. Oh, well, thank you for that.
That's why I was laughing at that one. I was laughing really hard at that one.
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
So is anybody gonna watch WrestleMania? Nope, not me. Definitely not. I hate that shit.
Not a fan of wrestling. Sorry.
I just, if you know, again, if who knows anything about me, I should remember I hate sports. Absolutely hate sports. And my God, wrestling. Oh, I couldn't think of much. I can't think of anything much worse than that.
American baseball. Okay.
Sports is boring.
American baseball is half an hour of action stretched out to 4 hours.
That sounds so fucking tedious.
It's very, very boring. Very, very boring. Half an hour of action stretched out to 4 hours. Oh yeah.
Why is it the American pastime? Why is it the American?
No idea.
If it's so dull.
We enjoy picking our noses through all the time. I have no idea.
All right. So what's the next comment, Dal?
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Kim says, "Awesome." They censored toys. Oh, I read that one.
Yeah.
Oh, casting cast joke. Yes, you guys mean the city of beep in the Little Mermaid. What does LMAO? What does LMAO mean?
Laugh my off.
Laugh my. Oh, I get it. Laugh my. And yeah, I could understand why they took that out. But still wish they kept it. They made a few movies. They're like, oh, I read it. I already read those. Already read that one. Yeah. Okay, I've caught up with the chat.
Cool beans.
All right.
Just in time too. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes. 2 minute warning.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm thinking.
Okay, 2 minute warning, everyone.
Although I'm thinking of getting popcorn chicken from Jack in the Box if I'm that lucky.
I'm thinking about BK in a few minutes.
I've got some.
2 minutes.
I probably got. I mean, once the stream's done, I've probably got some stuff I want to watch or gotta. I've
got to get caught up on.
Yeah, I'll be able to watch something. Oh, and also I'll be actually able to send that Twilight to you.
Yeah, I've got about 10 hours of TV to get caught up on before tomorrow. It's 6 o'clock.
Although, to be honest, Twilight is kind of cute. Especially Trixie.
10 hours of TV.
Oh, that. Yes, she is. She is cute. They both are.
Yep. Which is also why there's a Trixie on my head.
Aww.
Yep. Also, a minute to go.
You love Buddy. We both love. You love Buddy. Oh right, we gotta. Right.
Although Trixie may be great and powerful, but she's also cute and adorable.
She is.
Cute and adorable Trixie.
The cute and adorable Trixie. Or Twixie if it's a little chibi her.
Yep. Yep, an adorable Twixie. That's good Twixie.
Okay, dog. Sign off time.
Well, I'm thinking of watching Gravity Falls later.
Oh, good. I mean, I've never watched Gravity Falls.
Yeah, my sister saw it now. But anyways, and
No, it's sign off time. Yeah.
Okay. It is now 3 hours. So I'm just gonna quickly say thank you. Do a little end of show spiel. So yeah. Thank you to this has been a pretty good stream for today. So
yeah, so far.
So far. Anyway, it's been a good stream. Thank you to everybody who came in today. Everyone in the chat, everyone on the panel, you Dan, you Moises, and Potato Revin.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Yeah, thank you for having me. It's good times.
You're very welcome. Actually, I think actually that's everybody. That's not many people tune in for this one.
No, that's weird. Usually you get around 10 or 11 people. Total.
Yeah. I think it. Yeah. I mean, if it gets around, it get up to 9, 10, 11 people watching. It's been hovering between 4 and 1 the whole time.
Potato, Hakeem, or Hakame. Hakame probably. Me, Moises.
Anyway, Anyway, I think I'm gonna end things here. So yeah, again, thank you to everybody who came in. This has been a good stream, and not this week, but next week I will be over on Potato Revin's channel doing that this part 2 of his live stream talking about video games. So please go subscribe to him and keep an eye out for that. But maybe I'll stream again between now and then. Who knows? But for now, from the surface of Skara, this is Dalek451 signing off. I will see you all next time. Have a great day, good morning, or have a good night wherever you are. So I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.
Bye.